Welcome to Innovative Czech, your ultimate destination for everything tech, innovation, and the future. Before we get into today's topic, make sure to hit that subscribe button and bell icon so you never miss an update from us. Now let's dive in. Today, we're exploring a significant development that could reshape the tech industry's landscape: China's hypothetical restrictions on chip materials export to the US. We're going to break down what this means, its potential impacts, and possible countermeasures the US might take. This hypothetical situation we're discussing could be a strategic move by China, aiming to leverage its significant position in the global supply chain for semiconductor materials. We'll discuss how this could potentially affect not just the US tech industry but also global trade. The global power dynamics have been shifting, with China's rapid growth positioning it as a significant challenger to the long-standing dominance of the United States. In the realm of technology, especially in semiconductor technology, China's advancements have begun to pose a threat to the US, leading to escalating tensions between the two nations. Semiconductors, or chip materials, are integral to many sectors, including defense, communications, automotive, and consumer electronics. As the world becomes more digitally interconnected, the demand for these materials continues to rise. Given this, China's decision to place export restrictions on these materials has the potential to significantly impact not only the tech industry in the US but also its defense capabilities. In July 2023, China announced export restrictions on two critical chip materials, gallium and germanium. The decision was not entirely unforeseen by experts given the rising tensions. However, the US seemed unprepared for this move, which appears to target the US tech industry directly and potentially cripple its defense mechanisms. The export restrictions on gallium and germanium could cause substantial disruptions to the US semiconductor industry. The US depends heavily on these materials to produce chips for a wide range of products and industries. Besides, the impact extends beyond economic repercussions, striking at the heart of the US defense sector as these materials are vital for military equipment. While it may seem like a unilateral attack from China, some argue that these restrictions are, in fact, a response to the US's actions. The US has repeatedly imposed sanctions and restrictions on China, particularly in the tech sector. From the US's perspective, these actions were defensive measures against the perceived threat of China's technological advancements. However, China views them as an act of aggression. Despite the severe implications of China's restrictions, the US's response has been muted so far, leading to speculation about its strategy moving forward. It is clear, though, that the US needs to seek alternative sources for these materials or invest heavily in its own capabilities to extract and process these materials. This situation has underscored the urgency for the US to strengthen its domestic semiconductor industry and reduce its dependence on China. While the United States and China are at the heart of this discussion, the rest of the world cannot be ignored. As two of the world's largest economies engage in technological warfare, global trade and international relations are affected. The intricate web of the global supply chain is disturbed when the smooth flow of chip materials is hindered. Other nations, depending on the semiconductor supplies from the US or trade relations with China, may face collateral consequences. History is replete with economic and trade wars that have had lasting impacts. For instance, the US-Japan trade war in the 1980s resulted in the latter succumbing to pressure and signing the Plaza Accord, which led to long-term economic stagnation in Japan. While the US-China tech war is unique in many aspects, history provides insights into potential pitfalls and the significance of strategic, forward-thinking responses. In the global race for technological dominance, competition is inevitable. As countries strive for self-reliance in strategic sectors such as technology and defense, conflicts of interest are bound to arise. However, managing these conflicts effectively through diplomatic channels and international regulatory bodies can prevent escalations and promote healthy competition. The US and China's policies have played a pivotal role in shaping the current landscape. From trade sanctions to export restrictions, these policies reflect the strategic thinking and objectives of each nation. A critical evaluation of these policy measures can provide valuable insights into how the situation has evolved and what measures could help diffuse tensions or at least manage them effectively. From China's perspective, the export restrictions can be seen as a defensive move against the US's aggressive stance in the tech domain. However, China must also consider the potential backlash from the international community, and the risk of further alienating the US. China's future actions will likely depend on the US's response, the impact on its economy, and its strategic objectives. The ongoing US-China tech war is likely to shape the future of global technology leadership. Several scenarios could unfold. While one nation may emerge as the dominant player, it's also plausible that the tech world will become bipolar, with the US leading in certain areas and China in others. Alternatively, the two nations might find common ground and set joint standards for technological development, potentially leading to a win-win situation. Will there be a resolution? Or will the tech war intensify? We'll weigh the possibilities based on current indicators and predict potential paths forward. Finally, we'll reflect on these shifting power dynamics in the tech sphere and what it could mean for the future. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for tuning into Innovative Check. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for more tech insights. Drop your thoughts in the comments section. We'd love to hear what you think about this situation. Until next time, stay innovative.